Hello, friends. These tips come directly from experienced technicians who work in this appliance repair shop, so let's get this fixed. When a client comes in saying, "My oven showed F95 and stopped, I couldn't keep cooking," the first thing we always clarify in the shop is that this code indicates a problem with the door lock mechanism or the oven's electronic control. Technicians often explain it like the oven's brain and the door sensors have stopped talking to each other, which is why the unit stops to protect both the appliance and the food. After that, many clients tell us that the error appears even when the door seems to close properly. One person said, "The door was closed but F95 popped up anyway, and I had to restart the oven to keep baking." This happens because the lock motor, or the switch that detects whether the door is closed, can fail or wear out, and the oven interprets it as a safety issue. Additionally, several clients have found that unplugging the oven for a few seconds and turning it back on sometimes clears the error temporarily. One client mentioned, "I unplugged it, waited a bit, and when I turned it back on, I could finish baking until F95 came back." Technicians explain that this works like a reset for the electronic systems, which can get confused after a brief fault. There are also cases where clients notice that the wires or connectors between the door motor and the control board were loose or not seated properly. One client said, "I tightened the connectors and the error went away for several days." This makes sense because even if the components are fine, if the signal doesn't travel correctly between the motor and the board, the oven interprets a fault and displays F95. Similarly, some clients have reported that the door lock motor was defective or didn't stop properly when closing the door. They told us, after replacing the lock motor, F95 disappeared and everything went back to normal. Technicians at the shop explain that when this motor doesn't function correctly, the board receives incorrect information and shuts down the oven for safety. Finally, in more complicated situations, the main electronic control board can be failing. One client mentioned that even after checking the door, cables, and motor, F95 kept appearing. Technicians explain that the board interprets incorrect signals or doesn't receive the right information from the lock motor, and in those cases, the best solution is to replace the control board after a professional diagnosis.